Okay. All right. I got a weird phone call just now. I've had to report one phone call, which was a violation of FTC. Then I got a text message from somebody in Illinois, like at 5 in the morning. That was also a spammer. So it's like I'm reporting at least 4 numbers a day to the Federal Trade Commission for violations. So then around noon, I get a call. It's a robocaller. I answered it anyway because at this point, if you hear somebody whining, that's kidding. I got a call from a robocaller, and it turned out that it was an Amazon delivery driver delivering an order for me. And he was having a problem because at my house, we do not have Amazon Hub lockers. We have the other lockers. So, of course, he didn't know what to do. Of course, he was by himself. So, in training, you are trained to call. You are trained to call the customer twice. So he called me. I picked up the phone, and he was like, can you come and get your package so I can scan it? So I do that, right? Got road work ahead. I do that. I throw on my Uggs and I go downstairs. And there he is, looking stupid, out of shape, black African guy, huge belly, very ugly. I'm getting on the freeway, y'all. You hear kitten fussing. Okay, so here we go. So, he doesn't know what he's doing. And again, there's nobody there. And I try to help this buffoon. Ended up cursing him out. Because he's trying to give me explanations that I know are lies. Because I've been through the training. I know what he's supposed to do. And I know what he's not supposed to do. And he was trying to make it seem like it was my error, and it wasn't. It was his error. And I say, you're gonna get a concession, which is it's a ding for the delivery service provider companies when they do wrong things and customer feedback is terrible. Then they get in other words, if they get so many, they can lose their contract. Normally what they do is when they have a driver who's making a bunch of mistakes, they just fire that driver and keep it moving. Which, of course, right now is really horrible. I even got a job with a DSP, and it's just a mess. I don't know what Jeff is going to do, hopefully it's not a widespread problem, but it's kind of bad when it's happening in Seattle. You think that, they would try to have higher standards, but they don't. Normally for the DSPs, the drivers are young, the drivers are males, and any females associated with them are really unfortunate looking. So not to even mention their capabilities, but most people, they do their time and they go on to get their CDLs and they move on to another company, you know. So I guess they're trying to retain drivers by getting the really unfortunate ones, not too bright, ones that can't pass the CDL exam, much less drive an 18-wheeler. So in doing that, they don't have to worry about having to hire so many drivers. So, for example, the DSP that I was working for only had maybe 10 drivers. They were really very new. And the owner was telling me that he needs to hire like 100 more drivers. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. It is really very, very ridiculous right now when it comes to drivers. And there's so many people that have so many issues, you know. But that was just my one experience today. Normally, now I've had other drivers come and deliver to me who could not work the lockers in my apartment, so they would just bring the package up to me. Well, this guy couldn't do that because he had already scanned the package. Something. I don't even know what this jackass did. What I think he did is the locker was just like opening different locker doors and he was just stuffing packages in there, but he wasn't paying attention to which packages was going where, and you know, it was just all jacked up. And instead of him saying, I really don't know what I'm doing, this is my first day or my second day, or I always make a mistake with these lockers, blah, blah, blah. Nope, that's not what he did. And there are even YouTube videos that show you how to operate the various lockers when you're a delivery driver. And of course, this buffoon didn't even do that, you know? He didn't even have the wherewithal to do that. So for the DSP, you know, I can understand them saying, well, I'm going to hire unfortunate people who will stay on the job because they can't really go anywhere else. But for a customer-centric company, which is what Amazon is, that's a really bad, it's just a train wreck waiting to happen. So I don't know what Jeff could do. Maybe have a truck delivery driver school where people are trained specifically to drive for Amazon and to deliver for Amazon. So there's so many different parts of the job that other drivers don't have to deal with, you know. You have the safety aspect, which all drivers need to know how to do, how to properly drive and maneuver their vehicles. But with Amazon, you're going to be coming in contact with customers, so it needs to be an area where they learn how to work that help aspect of the Rabbit app, to be able to get technical assistance, as well as, you know, when you're conversing with the customer, what to say and what not to say, and when to direct them to customer service. You know, there is a customer service number that you can give to a customer so that you let customer service handle it, and you can go on with your next delivery. Because time is of the essence. You just don't have all day to pussyfoot with one customer, or even with, I think, like at my apartments, there's like 78 lockers. But even at a locker delivery, you're not going to deliver to every locker. There's other companies that are also delivering, and they use those lockers too for customers, you know. So you may have 10 to 15 packages that need to go into the lockers when you're delivering at one location for Amazon. And you need to know how to operate those lockers. And they really need to have that as a part of the training at the Amazon delivery driver school that hypothetically would be great if that existed. So there's different kinds of lockers. Some of them are outside, some of them are inside, you know, at different condominiums and stuff, townhouses. And you need to know how to properly do the job. And if you come in contact with a customer, you need to know how to give them correct information so that you don't get a concession. Okay, here's my exit 162, Horson Avenue, Michigan Street. You're going to see a lot of graffiti here in a minute. So I'm in Seattle right now, and you can see the traffic is really picking up, even though it's not as bad as it usually is pre-coronavirus. But you know, they were saying that a lot of people that are working at home will never return back to the offices. It's really more cost effective for companies to have people work from home than for them to come into an office just for the overhead. All right, I'm going all the way over to my right. Here we go. Kitten, you want to get out and bite somebody? Stop, kitten, I'm driving. Who is that, Mo? Who is it? Who is that? Who is that? Where you going? Oh, Lord, here goes somebody here begging. Welcome to Seattle, honey. What's he doing, Mo? You just want to bite him. I'm not going to go by any homeless people, but there's generally a lot of homeless people in Seattle. I wouldn't know whatever happened to them during this coronavirus thing, though, because I really haven't been out and about to see them, and definitely not in Seattle. Alrighty. So it took 14 minutes to get here from Kent. That's pretty good time. But like I said, the traffic is really down, so that made for a very easy commute, especially, it really doesn't matter the time of day. There's normally loads of traffic no matter what time of day you're driving in Seattle, but due to the pandemic, traffic is a lot lighter than what it normally is. Alrighty. I'm gonna go right up here. See, DSP entrance only. deliveries, services providers. Amazon doesn't have its own logistics company anymore. They now exclusive only use their people. Ooh, this is different. Let's see if I can just, there should be a place. Oh, I don't want to walk over there, but what do I do? Let me see what I can do. Hold on. If I can look in here, then I don't have to go in there. Great. All right, there's nobody there. So I'm going to go down. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go down. I don't want to go into the building at all, really, but so here we go, going down. See that? Georgetown. That's the neighborhood. It's kind of Georgetown and Soto, which is south downtown Seattle. And they steadily building stuff, child. So I'm gonna stop here. South and West DSP launch pad. But I'm not going all the way to the launch pad. I'm just going to go into this little entrance if I can. So I'm going right here. Let's see what I can do. Okay. That's the flex drivers. See, they use their own personal vehicles. Very cool. The flex drivers, they earn like $25 an hour, and they only do like routes that take like 3 hours or so. So it's not bad change. Get paid every week. Very good. All right, so I have arrived. Okay, y'all. This is me. Look at kid. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.